Yes, yes. Good afternoon. You know the vibes. You're rocking out with yours truly, the Sauce. Showtime Shot News Media. I'm going to get to a article. An article that the boxing scene posted, right, in regards to heavyweights. Um, I just want to check my audios first. And shout out to World Combat Sports. I seen the post on World Combat's on World Combat's Instagram, and I instantly went to the article. I'm going to pull the article up, but I just want to check the levels right now. Yeah, the levels sounded good. Now let me pull the article up. It's a major heavyweight fight that it's maybe in discussion, but I just like the two names that was brought up, and I'm just gonna win. And like I said, a lot of the LDBC guys, they're gonna whatever, they're gonna take offense and feel the way they feel because, like I said, they are Wilder worshippers. But if you know, you know, like Jared Anderson, right? I'm gonna get to that in a second. I just want to pull up the article, read a little bit of the article to you, but I will break down. And shout out to Coach Riley. I might be reaching out to Coach Riley. Maybe get a little couple quotes from him too on his thoughts on possibly a fight at the end of the year of his guy facing Wilder. Yeah, Wilder. Deontay Wilder. So let's shake the game up because like I said, a lot of these guys, they're not really what it is, man. It is what it is. It's time to speak on it. It's time to speak on it. Yeah, like I said, I gotta give credit to my guy Scotty White, the general, World Combat Sports on the front line. If I didn't wasn't going through my IG and seeing his post, I would have never been mindful of this because, like I said, a lot of the stuff that you see and you hear on IG is all the same narrative driven content. You know, all the same narrative driven content. You don't, you're not really seeing, right here. Here it is, right here. Let me pull this up. Let's get to the business. See, shout out to that brother over there in London, UK, Birmingham, I believe it is, if I'm saying that right. The morning source, righteous words touched him. That's what it's about. As long as it touched one person, the job, the assignment was done. But let's get to this, man. This is hot right here. And I'm gonna, cause like I said, I am what you call an insider. I'm gonna, since I see this is being talked about now, Bob Arum, I am prepared to discuss Wilder versus Anderson by the end of 2022. I'm gonna tell you why he's into doing that. But let's read a little bit of the article first. This is from the Boxing Scene staff, published the 22nd this morning at 4:24 a.m. Top ranked CEO Bob Arum, who promotes heavyweight prospect Jared Anderson, believes his box will eventually become the top American boxer in the weight class. At the moment, many view Deontay Wilder as the top heavyweight in America. That is correct. He's a former king, a fallen king, but he's still a king. The former WBC world champion was knocked out in the 11th round last October in a sensational trilogy fight with Tyson Fury. Aaron admits Wilder is still fully capable of beating anyone in the weight class. That is fact. But also feels Anderson 11 and 0, 11 KOs will be ready to beat the dangerous puncher by the end of the year. Wilder is a terrific talent. He hits like a mule, and Tyson would attest to. Pretty much anybody in the heavyweight division will lose to Wilder, Aaron told Sky Sports. That is a great statement. We're going to break all that down. This one guy will be equipped to beat him by the end of the year is Anderson. I will be prepared to discuss a potential Wilder versus Anderson fight by the end of the year. We are grooming him to be the next heavyweight champion after Fury. Fury has sparred with him. Pay attention to that. Fury has sparred with him, the 22-year-old Anderson, and backs the young boxer to be one day become the eventual ruler of the division. Arum agrees with Fury's take on Anderson. Once Fury walks away from the sport, Arum expects Anderson to take over the heavyweight throne. Yes, that's what I believe he will become. He will be, Arum said. When Fury hangs up the glove, Jarrett will be in the pole position to become the next great heavyweight. Mike Tyson was a tremendous puncher who didn't show much boxing ability. Jarrett shown boxing ability and power. He reminds me more of a young Muhammad Ali than a young Mike Tyson. Man, that's high praise coming from Bob. All right, let's get to some sauce on this, right? You are rocking out with yours truly, Showtime Sizzle. I am the sauce, hottest in the game, right? Hottest in the game. Yes, Alex, I'm gonna break that down for you, boy, right now, Alex. Thank you for the comments, right? If you go on my catalog, I interviewed the hitter in Vegas last February. Um, Now that this is coming out and you see Bob says it, how he has sparred Tyson Fury, right? Tyson Fury and Wilder fought three trilogies, three trilogies. When I interviewed Jared Anderson, I alluded to the fact, but I kept it discreet because this is a business. But I knew offhand of his sparring with Tyson Fury and how Tyson Fury had gave him praise as to him being the reason why he beat Deontay Wilder. He was the secret weapon, so to say, right? I'm trying to keep the source nice and slow so you can understand where I'm. Yes, my bad. I got kicked out. I don't know what happened, right? Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. Can you hear me now, Al? Can you hear me now? They somebody, when the source gets hot, they try to jam up my frequency. They definitely try to jam up my frequency. But getting back to what I was saying in regards to all the rounds that Wilder and Big Baby Big Baby worked, right? I want to say this. No, not Big Baby. Wilder and Fury. Sorry about that, right? Like I said, uh, they saying that Tyson Fury got the best of him, boxing wise, beat downs, everything. So I say that to say this. See, look, they are really trying to jam up my frequency. Why is it freezing? There we go. Why is it freezing? Okay. Big Baby Anderson, when I interviewed him, I brought that up. How Tyson Fury gave him high praise in the article that I just read in the boxing scene. You can read it yourself. I'll probably share that link in the description. Matter of fact, let me do that now, and then I'm going to close this because I think this could be a reason to as to why it is jamming up the frequency. So let's close this. You know, and I'm going to post the link. and then you guys can read that in the comment section. But back to what I was saying, right? Wilder, they worship this guy. He's like a cult, iconic figure to them, right? But like I said, the source is an inside. I've been had inside knowledge that Big Baby is the major reason why Tyson Fury was able to beat Wilder, and Big Baby gives him his props. So when I interviewed him, I brought that up, and he talked on that. And then before the trilogy fight, right, we could speak on it now. I'm gonna speak on. I got the green light. It is alleged that Jared Anderson knocked out Tyson Fury. That's why the fight was pushed off. Yeah, you heard that. Knocked out Tyson Fury sparring, 16-ounce gloves, headgear, knocked him out. So the fight was postponed. Now we're talking about the same Tyson Fury that not once, not twice, not three times dominated Deontay Wilder. I know you're gonna get the guys, the Wilder fanatics, the Wilder supporters are gonna say, "Oh, Styles make fights. It's because he did that to Tyson Fury and sparring, whoopty whoop. He won't be able to do that to Wilder. Maybe not, maybe so. But I'm gonna tell you this: he's 22 years old. He can box. Wilder is coming off three wars, and three wars which he did not win. First one was a draw. Second one, eardrum busted. He got stopped. Third one, he got face planted, like Rick Glacier said, but what we like to call flatline in my gym. Flatline. Put on his face. Flatline. He got knocked out. Smokey's voice. You got knocked the fuck out, dog. Yes. If you know anything about boxing, see, a lot of people don't know nothing about boxing. Rest in peace to the Mamba, Roger Mayweather. They don't know shit about boxing. Heavyweight boxing is dangerous boxing. Every time a heavyweight steps in that ring and they are knocked out, especially the way Wilder was knocked out, a part of you leaves that you never get back. Now, I see Bob is so eager to make this fight at the end of 2022 because that means Wilder will have a fight prior to that. The end of the year. Big Baby is 22 years old, only getting better. And he has a skill set, but we don't really know what his chin is like. So I'm gonna play both sides because I don't want you to say, "Oh, that's his uncle's fighter. He's a Jay Prince boxing guy." No, see how I just said we don't really know what Big Baby's chin is like. We do know Wilder packs a mean punch. How will Big Baby be able to withstand that punch? See, Tyson Fury may be something different. He was able to get up one, two, three, four times, right? Four times. But he's Tyson Fury. But then we also have to say this. Remember, I just said Big Baby did something Wilder couldn't do. Allegedly. We got to say allegedly because we got to cover our tracks. But allegedly, Big Baby knocked out Tyson Fury with headgear and 16-ounce gloves in sparring. Now, I know you're going to get all the detractors, the Wilder supporters. Like I said, those guys over there that worship him, they're gonna go, "Oh, it's smart." But you guys are the same ones that when the stories came out about Spence and Floyd were eager to talk about it. And also when Spence knocked out Adrian Broner. Yeah, they had to get the smelling salt. So we gotta let it stick. If I would love to see this fight though, because like I said, shout out to Coach Riley. I'm going to reach out to Coach Riley, and I want to get his thoughts. Maybe even interview him on how he feels his boy, because Coach Riley is Big Baby's coach, along with Coach Karan. I said his name wrong, Coach K. And I would like to get Coach Riley's thought because Coach Riley has been with Jared Anderson since a boy. I think 8 years old. You can check out that interview I did with him. See, my catalog is so vast. Yes, vast. But man, I I am eager to see this matchup. And speaking on Bob's behalf, I know why Bob wants to make that fight. I just said it. Bob has been in the business a long time. Bob knows that Deontay Wilder fought three wars. Fighters, when they fight trilogies, normally aren't the same. And I'm going to tell you why they're not the same. Remember when the guy I'm gonna give you a classic trilogy, Riddick Bowe and Holyfield. Neither one of them was the same after those three bang out wars, right? Right or wrong? Am I right or am I wrong? Somebody feel free to comment. Trilogies take a lot out of fighters. Trilogies take a lot out of fighters. Trilogies take a lot out of fighters. And I think that is a major factor into why Bob now is so eager to make that matchup at the end of the year. He knows, like he says in the article, Deontay Wilder still packs a mule punch kick. That's Mike Tyson's quote. He had like a fucking mule kick. Yes, a mule kick. But I said that to say this, man. He's been in wars, man. 3 wars. He's already contemplating whether or not he will make a return back. Yes, Alex, I second that. I would love to see that. And I would also love to see that because it will be like a changing of the guard, passing of the guard. Because you get these LDBC guys, right? Man, Wilder is their king. Man, listen, a lot of their kings are falling, you know. Kings lose crowns. That's why, that is a bad title to hold as a king. Kings lose crowns all the time. You know, who do you think will win that fight? Yeah, Al, you said it right here. Anderson will get the win definitely. Why do you feel that Anderson will get the win? Because of his skill set. But you're gonna get the detractors in them to say that, oh, he hasn't been tested, he hasn't been pushed. We still don't know what his chin is like. We still don't know what he's gonna do when he faces adversity. They're gonna say all that. They're gonna say, "Oh, but we know what Wilder's been through. The Ortiz is yes, but we've seen Wilder get outboxed a lot by guys that can box, and Big Baby can box. He is a boxer. I can't wait till the videos to pop up now, because I'm gonna tell you what. One thing about this sauce, right? We talked about this in the gym today. I was down at the gym. Shout out to the team. We was in the gym. We was having a good time laughing. We was discussing the media platform, the company that we are growing and expanding, and everybody was in agreement down there. They was like, "Yo, they say you don't do no views and nobody watched you, but it's funny how everybody tries to do the same things that you do over and over, but they don't acknowledge it." Yeah, and we had a great laugh about that. Watch the videos come out now. But you see, I gave props to I seen this on my God. Shout out to the General, who I like to call the General, World Combat Sports Frontline, always out there on the battlefield when it comes to covering combat sports. When I seen this, I immediately made a phone call and I was like, "Yo, I gotta go in. I can't hold back now." I see Bob Arum has come out and said he wanted to make a fight. I know I have a little inside information about sparring and back and forth. And then when I read the article, I seen that it was put out there, the sparring that him and Tyson Fury did. And like I said, I interviewed this hitter. I seen him. He fought on that Lomachenko card, grand entrance, styling on him. Rest in peace to Pimp C. He came out strutting. But yeah, man, that'll be a epic fight. It will be the changing of the guards, so to say. And I would love to see that fight. And I've been saying that, but like I said, certain boxing communities, they're not real with it, man. They only talk about certain fighters, and you got to talk about everybody. Yes, everybody. Anderson has the combinations, punching to finish him. He comes behind the cross with the hook that maybe doubles the hook up, and he works, goes down and up, hand speed and better. Yeah, he's a boxer. He is a complete boxer. But we can't take none of Deontay Wilder has that equalizer, the power. But something that Rick Glazier said, and a lot of boxing people get offended, but he was right, man. Listen, when guys get knocked out, how Deontay Wilder got knocked out, that's how you know certain people they're really not boxing guys, because boxing people know that, man. When you get knocked out like that, like he says, face planted, we like to call flat line. You a part of you goes when you get put like that. That's a different type of knockout, man. Roberto Duran was knocked out like that by Tommy Hearns. He came back. Other guys, my man, Paul Williams, man. Remember when he got face planted like that by Sergio Martinez? Man, Paul Williams was never the same. Manny Pacquiao got face planted like that by Marquez, right? Juan Manuel Marquez. Those are knockouts that take something out of you. A part of you goes when you get knocked out like that. Yes, I feel you, Al. Shout out to Al in the building, man. Says Wilder does have great power in the right hand, but he also almost always sets it up the same way. Baby will see. Yeah, man, Baby got skills. And one thing, Baby catches and shoots. He's a boxer. I want to see the fight so bad because, like I said, I personally knew the way he handled Fury, and Fury dominated Wilder. See, Fury dominated Wilder, and here is a guy allegedly. I gotta keep saying allegedly because I don't want to rattle any cages, but allegedly Big Baby has his way with Fury. And we seen Deontay Wilder couldn't do nothing with Fury other than land a couple massive shots. So that's why I have to say, what will happen if he is able to land those massive shots on Big Baby? But we all know Big Baby alleged put Tyson Fury to sleep. That's why the third fight was postponed, but then they said it was COVID, allegedly. We got to keep saying alleged. I got to keep saying alleged. But allegedly, he put Tyson Fury to sleep in sparring. 16-ounce gloves and headgear. Deontay Wilder fought him, 10-ounce gloves, no headgear. He got up 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Hey, but what do I know? What do I know? I just wanted to come on here and shake it up. Matter of fact, let me share this in some of these boxing groups. So it could really spark it up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even think to share this. Because like I said, like I'm not big. Shout out to my basketball stream that I did last night. The Brooklyn Nets did over 1,000. Like boxing, for whatever reason, like I said, even though I am who I am in the boxing game, the matrix, yes, tricks, that's what I call it, is so goofied out, you know. But this right, like I said, this is going to spread. Guys that claim they don't fuck with the source, they are going to watch my video that I just did, and trust and believe they're gonna have to follow suit. Because if they don't follow suit, when they're mindless zombies that think they are the goods get a hold of the source, it's game over. If you know what I mean, it is game over. But yes, I like this fight too, Alex. Let me get to you. Man, Paul Williams was my guy. Me too. I remember when he beat, yes, Margarita, when he had those loaded gloves before he got caught. Never the same. Yeah, he wasn't, man. You know what it was? They forced him to fight because he couldn't get no fights at welterweight. All the top welterweight guys were scared of him because he was so big and long. And then he went up to middleweight and he fought a big, strong guy and got caught with a shot, man. It happens. It's boxing, man. I've been in the gym countless times and seeing guys. I seen a young I'm not gonna say the names of the guys, but I seen a young amateur man This kid had a promising career, but every boxing's not for everybody. Yo, he knocked out cold. Yeah, they all did duck him at 147. Al. Yo, he knocked out cold. I mean, cold knocked out, right? And this is around the COVID time when gyms were shut down, so it was like a underground type atmosphere. Yo, he knocked out a seasoned pro, cold out to the point where people thought he was dead. Luckily, we had a male nurse in there, and but like I said, there was other guys in there that knew. We rolled him over because they thought he was dead. Guys left the gym because they were shook. They thought my man, and then they called the paramedics. But when the paramedics came, we had got him back up, but he was out, man. They thought he was dead because the seasoned pro pride got the best of him, and he dropped his hands. Like, yeah, the young amateur kid was catching him with some shots, and pride kicked in. He dropped his hands on some, hit me with your best shot type shit, and he got clocked and went out and was snoring. And he had to get rolled over so he didn't swallow his tongue. But guys, man, if I tell you it was like a crime scene, how motherfuckers just left and got out the gym. But he was all right, man. But it happens, just to tell you that does happen in the game. But yes, man, hopefully, like you said, oh, let me get the link up so people that's going to tap into this can see that the link of the article, read the article. I love this fight at the end of 2023. Yes. Shout out to D Ray, Omaha, Nebraska, cold as a bummer. Yes. What's the source? Oh, we're talking about Aaron wanting to make the big baby and Wilder fight at the end of the year. And I was just giving my little sauce on it. I think Big Baby will stop him. I think Big Baby will definitely stop him. Big Baby, they say styles make fights, but Big Baby stopped someone in sparring allegedly that what up, Rick? What's going on with you, Ricky? 8245. Yeah, allegedly Big Baby did something that Wilder couldn't do. Allegedly, I gotta keep saying. Wilder dropped Tyson Fury how many times? One, two, three, four. He got up. Allegedly, Big Baby, 16-ounce gloves, headgear, put him to sleep. And the third fight had to be postponed because of that. But he got up three, four, how many times with Wilder without headgear on? But like I said, styles make fights, you know. But I like this fight for Big Baby, changing of the guard. The Bernie interview with the boxing, I gotta watch the whole thing. I was in the process of watching that, catching up on a lot of stuff. And when I caught this, shout out to World Combat. So I said, you know what? I got to get on it first. I got to get on it first. I think I'm gonna say this. I didn't get to watch it all, but I'll say this. I see guys pushing the narrative that Bud needs to sign with Floyd for what? Never. I would never do that. If I was on the team, if I was a consultant advisor to Bud Crawford, I would tell him no. Don't even play yourself to even dare to go over there. It makes no sense. Check. I seen that part where Bernie said a little bit about he heard about Floyd's, business dealings and all that. I liked what he said on that. D Ray, I feel the same, and I would tell Bud. Like Bernie would say, the kid, I'm gonna use Bernie's the kid, did you miss me? Shout out to my guy Bernie the boxer. Yes, I would tell the kid, Bud also, like, yo, nah, just keep moving how you're moving. When all the smoke clears, you're still going to be who you are. The Omaha killer, Nebraska cornhusker, Bud Crawford. Somebody's going to have to fight you. Just keep doing what you're doing, staying 10 toes down. Your record, your accolades speak for itself. And I wouldn't, Floyd Mayweather can't do nothing for you. What other fighters has he done something for other than himself? They say, oh, yeah, well, look what he did for Tank. Yeah, look what he did for Tank. Remember when Tank was hot after the Petraza fight? Didn't Floyd sit him on the shelf for like 2 years, year and a half? Come on, man. Let's talk about it. See, that's a whole nother topic, a whole nother sauce. I just don't get into it. Because, like I said, we are good. We are marching. We are blessed. We are blessed. But yeah, I'm going to check out that whole interview today. Today, like my daughter would say, today. Yes, today. Because, like I said, I was on my way, but things changed. Jersey, Atlantic City is only 2.5 hours, 3 hours away. But right now, it's too cold, man. I feel you when you said it's cold. That's how it is up here. I do not like doing the cold. If it was a summer day, and if you know about Atlantic City, the boardwalk would be popping. You could pull a all nighter and just, chill with the guys, hang out, enjoy the fights. But it's cold right now. It is cold. And I just came from a cold environment. I just came from a cold environment. You said, did TMT get tanked from A? Yeah, well, he was AB's fighter. Well, not well. AB discovered him. Let's say AB discovered him, and AB gave him to Floyd. AB should have kept him for himself, man. But Tank is still good. He's the only real gem over there. Badu Jack left. Tabiti, remember he got parked, placed in park by the Cuban. But yeah, I wouldn't. If I was like I said, I reached out to a couple of Bud Crawford's peoples, and I told them what I felt. I'm not gonna discuss it, but I told them what I felt, and I like what Bernie said. I just say that. Word. I just like that. I went me personally when it comes to see. I'm not like a lot of these guys that push narratives for different companies, right? Yeah, Gary Russell sustained an injury. Elaborate more though, D. Ray. He got a lot on his plate, but I think, like I said, I talked to people on his team. I think he's gonna prevail. I'm not going with all the narratives that they're trying to push. You know, Gary is not, so to say, a popular guy with certain media communities, and you all know his back and forth with them people over there. That's what I call them now over there, the other guys. And, you know, he has two younger brothers underneath him that are still under those other guys, too. So it's like he's stuck in between a rock and a hard place. But me personally, right? Like, you get the narrative pushers. They love to talk about that side and the money and star power and company and all that. My personal dealings with them, I know it's a lot of smoke and mirrors over there. I know it's a lot of the black man this, the black man that. But it's the black man over there is more shaded than the white man, to be honest with you. Wait, no, way more shadier than the white man, to be honest with you. That's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother discussion. But I went, like I said, I set my kite or message to somebody in Bud's circle on the whole Mayweather. When I was seeing that was the narrative that they was pushing, it's like, yo, listen, man, stay how you're moving, Bud. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. Because one thing about you is you can fight. Later for what these narrative jive turkey jelly beans want to push. You know, like I said with Jihad Tucker last week. If you are nice in that ring, regardless of what they say, the phone will ring. If you know, you know. Hopefully, y'all caught that sauce. But yes, man, the topic is Arum being prepared to discuss Wilder Anderson. And like I said, you know why he is prepared to discuss that? Bob has been in the game forever, ever, half a decade at least. And he knows heavyweight boxing is big money boxing. And when heavyweights fight trilogies like Wilder did, and the trilogy is not in his favor, that whole Riddick Bowe syndrome kicks in, you know? And he has a young stud right there. Yes, young stud. And for, like I said, for whatever reason, but I know the reasons. Like I said, he's not part of the cult. He's not down with the community over there. And the guy that is down with the cult and the community over there, that is their God, their king. So of course, they are not going to call it unbiased or not push the narrative. But man, this would be a great fight. And like I said, I stepped out on a limb. I said, just like Alex feels the same. I see Wilder stopping him. I see Wilder getting stopped by Jared Anderson. And I know everybody's gonna say he's unproven, he's untested. Hey, so maybe I might be wrong, But I feel that he stops him. I feel that he has a superior boxing skill set. Um, I just, he stops him, man. He does. Like it is what it is, and I know the Wilder fanatics, the Wilder congregation, the Wilder you know loyalists. They're gonna feel some type of way, but it is what it is. Like everybody's entitled to their own opinions, and that is my opinion. You know, I don't think Malik Scott is going to do anything different. You know, it's just it is what it is. It is what it is, man. And I just feel Big Baby, man. His skills, like for a heavyweight, he brings something different to the table. And you see what read the article. I'm trying to get the article for y'all right now, and I'm gonna post it so y'all can read it for yourself. Bob said it. He reminds him of a Muhammad Ali. Not saying that he fights like Ali, but skill wise, he does. Like, see, what we like to call Deontay Wilder in the gym, right? Is a one trick pony. Big Baby is not a one trick pony. He possesses a skill set. Like Deontay Wilder possesses a skill set, but he possesses Thor's hammer. Other than that, he's a one trick pony. You know, man. Yes, I'm trying to get the article. I want to get the article up here so y'all can see that where I was referencing. Like I said, shout out to World Combat Sports. We always give the people's because he sparked this. I seen his post. I was like, oh, and I immediately went to the boxing scene and I seen it for myself. I said, oh, okay, and I read the article. And I said, let me jump on live and give a little source on that. You know, let me give a little source on that. Yeah, I see. They was going. Yeah, everybody's going hard on Gary, right? They think Gary might lose tonight. You know. Now, if he doesn't lose, what are you guys gonna do with him after this? Is he gonna get the Tank Davis fight, or are you guys gonna, put him on the shelf again? You know, it's like, come on. You guys are hoping he loses, so then you guys could be done with him. That's what it really is. You know, that's what it really is. That's what it really is. Appreciate you, D Ray, for getting that comment up out of here. I just posted this. You can check out the article right here. Lomo or Tank? That's a tough one, man. That's another tough one. We know what Tank can do. We know what Lomo can do. I think they're trying to wait for Lomo to slow down. And I think maybe now they feel he lost a step or two. I like Tank with the power. But see, we don't we like when it comes to Tank, we really don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like we know he gets guys out of there, but how's he gonna deal with like Lomachenko is a dancer. I like to call him JoJo the dancer. Footwork is incredible. How would Tank Davis fare against that footwork We all know Tank has that equalizer. You know, we all know he has that equalizer. You know what it is too with that fight. Remember when Lomo was calling them out years ago, and they wouldn't let the fight happen. Now it's like, you know, no, I wasn't. I wasn't at that fight. I watched it a couple times. You know, it was a knockdown in that fight that wasn't scored. It could have been scored. If that knockdown was scored, that fight would have been a draw. You know, that was a good fight. And for what it's worth, how many pounds did Gary Russell had to drain in an hour because his 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 scale was wrong? He should have just took the penalty and fucking not fought for a title. Because look how it turned out. He still became a champion. He still became a champion, but he didn't do it that way. He won and lost the weight, and then tried to refuel, and it didn't work out. But that still was a classic battle. Classic battle. I'm eager to see that fight tonight. I'm still in the air on whether going down there. It's like 12 degrees in Atlantic City. And if you know, Atlantic City is cold. It's right there by the water. The Atlantic Ocean is right there. You know how cold, man. Listen, I don't know. I want to go down there because, like I said, I have some interviews and stuff set up. But like I said, I have people going down there. You know, they could do the interviews for me. But I haven't seen Gary fight since the Wilder Brazil card live, and I wanted to see him, man. I wanted to see him perform live. Coach Green, how was the gym today? Yes, what did you work on? Your footwork? Yes. What was that exercise you was doing that you was doing? And did you work with another young fighter down there today? Shout out to Malachi. Yes, Malachi was in the building. Malachi's a little green, but he loves boxing. That's what I like about that little guy. Yes, you did. You showed him. He's green. He doesn't know yet, but he's learning, and he wants to learn. That is my guy, Malachi. You know. But yes, shout out to everybody that checked in on this. This is the actual article for those of y'all that want to tap in with that. Like I said, we got to get ready for these football games. I got to get ready to see what I'm going to do because it's 1 o'clock, almost closing on 2. Like I said, that is a 3.5 hour pilgrimage. Yes, Coach Reen was working. D Ray. Um, let me share some of the video. I got some of the videos. I'll show you, Coach Reen. We was in the gym earlier. You know, it's important for me to show my face down there to the guys. So I was in the gym. I'm going to show you some of the footage, D Ray. I was down there in the gym in the trenches, like I like to call the trenches. I pulled up, man. I was working with some of my young boys, the guys. You know, I did a spiritual podcast earlier. Then I popped up in the gym. You know, good 2 hours today. And then I got home. I was on IG and I seen Combat's post. I was like, oh, I gotta jump on that. But yes, me and Coach Reen, we was in the trenches. Coach Reen be working, man. I love my baby. She be in there. Let's get to her. Watch. I'm gonna show you. Reen be on the scene. Reen is a worker. She tells the guys now that she is a coach, a decorated coach, and what she is. What she is. But here's me wrapping my young boy up. I know we're always working. Fast feet, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Back up now, go back up, go back up, go back up. Quick, in and out, in and out. we was working. See, this in case they think the source don't got it no more. Yes, we was on deck. That was my boy, my guy. That was my guy. I said I told my young boy Percy, aka Amani. I was like, yo, I know how you do your footwork. I could do that too. So I had to break it down to him. He thinks I'm saying the source should be what 40, 44, man. You know, God is good. I'm getting up there. 44 years old, but I could still move with the best of them. You know, we stay active. Yes. So I had to show him, man, I still got that footwork. I could give you a couple of rounds. Give you a couple of rounds, you know what I mean? See, I'm old school with it now. I know, like I'll let you use your aggression against yourself, and then I'll plant you. Yes, I'll plant you. I'll plant you. But yes, man. I don't know, man. Right now, the fight fan in me is ready to load up and take off, man. But I know it's so cold. I just came from last year from upstate, man. It was cold up there. Like I'm a warm blooded type of guy, man. I can't, I can't do the cold, man. The cold is not my forte, so to say. Y'all catching my sauce, but I don't like the cold, man. I'm not a cold type of guy. Before I close, I want to show you like I love, yes, Seymour's birthday cake. Oh man, you get that in you. You're gonna have a Seymour's baby, man. You eat a whole cake of Seymour's, man. You know how fertile you gonna be, man. Listen, don't do it. How many you trying? You must be trying to have some more kids, man, huh? Trying to have some more babies. Seymour's to have you making them babies, man. That is the Viagra of the sea. The Viagra of the sea is the Seymour's. Like I want to show you, right? Like they love me in the gym. I love them in the gym too. That is my crew, right? I want to share this with y'all before we close, right? My coach Reen to tell you, man, when you next get to watch Gary Russell tonight, man, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that what is that? That is 10 p.m. Central. I'm trying to, Western Standard Time. That is what 5? No, 6 Western Central. It will be 8, 8. Look, I'm off on my times. 8 Central, 9 Eastern, uh, 6 Western. There you go. Right, I broke that down properly. Right? Nah, D Ray, I don't think so, man. The gym this morning, I did a little run around. I want to go, but like I said, I could still leave at 5 and get down there in time for the televised fights. 'Cause the televised fights don't start till 9 o'clock up here. You know, 'cause it's cold, man. This is the shooting that I was talking about last night, man. See how it they shut Harlem down, man. Dangerous scene, dangerous scene. Look. That's why I said I'm in the mix. You see this? Can y'all see this right here? My young boys, they be loving me, man. This is who I do the boxing for. I do the boxing for these guys right here, for these hitters. That's why I do the boxing. Hey, Coach Green was turned up. But look, I want to share this with y'all right here. Look, the kids, they love me. You know, I went live when I was in there for a hot second. Here it is.
Go, work, work, work. Fire, 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 ring fire now, fire, night. Hands up, hands up. Yeah, back to the castle. Back to the castle. Yep, hands up, back to the castle. Back to the castle. Go, go, fire off. Let me see the uppercut. Let me see the uppercut. Nah, don't load it up. Fire it off. Go. Nice. There you go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Nice. Move around. Move around. Move around. Back to the castle. Back to the castle. Hands up though. Look, look. You dropping your hands. There you go. Keep your hands up. Nice. Fire off now. Ring. Fire off. Fire. Fire. Uppercut. Uppercut from sight. That's the hook. Hey, get the weights now, Ring. Get the weights. Get the weights. 1, 2 with the weights now. Go.
There you go. You come around that corner, you swing that jab again, right? There you go.
Just like Marley. Look. Just like Marley. See what Marley's doing? Do it like Marley. Go.
Hey, look, man.
Just like Marley. Go. Fire off now. Go. Nice. Nice. Time. Shake it out, Ring. Shake it out.
That's my baby, man. Coach Reed on the scene. Yeah. Facts, man. Yo, D Ray, man, she been in this since Pampers and before she could crawl. She was in the gym. I used to have her in the gym in strollers with the Infamil and or look at her now though, man. She told young boy that I was rapping his hands. She was like, "Get in the ring, I'll show you what to do." I gotta get somebody down there just to record her, keep the camera on her at all times, man. She's a delight, man. Definitely a delight, man. But yes, we are going to close it out. Yeah, man, I'm trying to set all that up right now, man. That's why I gotta get to start making some phone calls because even if I don't attend, I can still have like shout out to my man Lights and Champ Five and Al. I can hit up Antonio and appreciate that, man. Have them link with the Russell brothers, man. Yeah, man. Her footwork, man. Coach Green's gonna be a dancer. We got her in she does hot yoga, the yoga in the morning, and it is what it is, man. God is good, man. But shout out to D Ray, my man Alex, um, Ricky E245. That was just a little sauce, man. I know that's gonna rattle up the LDBC boys because they are Wilder fanatics. That is their king. But like I said, kings lose crowns. I think Big Baby will take him down. You know the vibes. This is only the sauce. And like we like to say over here on the sauce, but hey, what do I know? But I can always give my opinion on stuff. But like I said, what do I know? Like I said, salute to my team. Shout out to my team, to the guys. You know, um, Continued success to everybody. Always keep God first, man. Never get discouraged because everything is always on His time. You know, you might feel like you are in line, but it's always on the right time. We're gonna close with some vintage sauce. Like I said, I was in the gym today. I felt like doing a couple of rounds, but nobody wanted to call me out, man.
See what it is. Powered up by that Jackal Seamoss. Yeah. Definitely. Ooh, that's that Jackal Seamoss right there. Just put in that work. How was that work, man?
Good, 8 rounds.
Yeah. With February what?
February 13th, tune in.
That's right.
ESPN Plus, tune in.
Yes, sir. This is the one right here. Jahad Tucker. Follow him on Instagram. Y'all seeing them all over. Major interviews. We just getting started. 2021. Big things coming.
21 takeover, 2022, all the rest of the years to come.
That's it. Thank you for your time, champ.
Attention, we was telling y'all how we was coming, but y'all was sleeping on the sauce. Y'all was sleeping on the sauce, but now we are here, man. Shout out to Jahad Tucker. Yes, appreciate that, D-Ray. Shout out to Jahad Tucker. Whole team Tucker Vibe. Shout out to all the youngins. Like I told the youngins, y'all stay in the spot. Y'all gonna be in this spot. It's always hard work. Always hard work and dedication. And to all the non-believers that didn't believe in the sauce, we got y'all looking like this right now.
What really happened on that Thursday here at Augusta High School that led to Chris Wood's death? The fuck is that? Shit! I'm dying in this fucking country-ass fucked up town.
Hey, you guys. A shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast. You guys enjoy it. It's a good one.
That was a funny one, right? Shout out to my man Mel. We about to get up out of here. You know the vibe.
Man. The real GOAT, LeBron done of the game, man. Shout out to the Sauce Talk Podcast. Shout out my man Showtime Shot. If you ain't know, now you know. Everybody.
Screw you. That's right.
Yes, man. Everybody be great, man. Enjoy your Saturdays. If you are in the cold, get you something hot to drink. And definitely put some sea moss in your life, man. It'll have you straight.
This is your boy Jamel Simplified Herring, and I'm with the best in the world, the best from Long Island, the Sauce Talk Podcast. Hey, we doing big things. Shout out to everybody out there in LI as well. Simplified, salute.
Yes, you know the vibes.
Like, subscribe, and hit that bell.